What's up, nerds and geeks? My name is Stephen Pym, otherwise known as the future of professional wrestling. With me is the Greek god of professional wrestling, John Olympian. We're back with you to review another wrestling program, this time Ring of Honor.
Yeah, we're dipping into the past a little bit. This is the 314 edition
Yeah,
of
Ring of Honor.
ROH, and this video will probably be up on the 21st, which will actually be the week after the
Yeah,
next week's episode.
Ring of Honor is a little
Which will,
weird. It like uploads like really late. Like I don't know. It feels like it's like later on. It just takes forever. It feels, to be
yeah,
honest.
but we're gonna continue to try to get this out to you guys. So.
We're gonna practically review the episode. The most it's practically almost gonna be like always last week's episode most of the time.
Yeah, we'll try to get it up as early as we possibly can.
And with the ROH pay-per-views, expect those up probably around the day after. To be honest,
Mhm.
after we watch it. So we're gonna be pretty consistent with Ring of Honor because I'm think that's your favorite, right?
Yeah, it's between Ring of Honor and Lucha Underground. These two are
Oh,
my absolute
it's still
favorite.
between those two.
Oh, absolutely. Even after the small Lucha Underground debacle of the interesting things they've been doing lately. But this episode's about ROH, not about Lucha Underground.
Yeah. So really good episode this week, I would say.
Yeah, I absolutely enjoyed it. I think it was great. It was only two matches on the card though.
Yeah, that's that, and it's a kind of crazy. You say it's a really good episode, only two matches on a card. You think you're
This
no, you're
shows
not. I'm not
that
talking about Ring of Honor.
yeah, this shows that a show does not need to have a lot of matches on a card to be a good show.
Doesn't mean that I don't appreciate good matches though. I want more matches is good to me. Just want to
Yeah,
put that out
yeah.
there. So the first match that we did start off with a match right away. It was
Tag team.
ACH. I don't know his real name again. Do you? ACH, or
Let
does it
me.
matter? It's
Oh, I got it.
ACH. He's gonna look it up real quick. ACH was not taken on, teaming up with Matt Sydal. And if anybody is
His
unaware, go ahead.
Albert C. Hardy Jr.
The other Hardy. That's right.
Yes,
Steve Carino
the
always
third
says.
Hardy that happens to be black, but
Yeah,
that's the
Steve
point.
Carino says it's like his third favorite Hardy Boy or something.
Yeah, something like that.
But either way, it was ACH teaming up with
Reborn Matt Sydal.
Reborn Matt Sydal. And Matt Sydal, if anyone doesn't is unaware, Matt Sydal is Evan Bourne from WWE.
Mm-hmm. Get it? Reborn because he went back to ROH, and the last gimmick he was Evan Bourne. Ha 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 ha.
Well, not even
ha.
that. It really feels like he is reborn because his ring work has been
His ring work is top
excellent.
notch, and he's actually, he's still nothing
So,
to write home about on the mic, in my opinion. But
but
he's
yeah,
certainly a lot more impressive. His
is it?
run with ROH has been much better than his run with WWE.
I say you let him and ACH be a tag team because that's really what I think Matt Sydal would excel in is a tag team at the moment until he
Mhm.
can gain a little bit more of a personality going for him. But I like his current gimmick he has anyway with the hippie thing. So is ACH Matt Sydal taking on the team of
Frankie Kazarian
yeah,
and
the
Christopher
addiction,
Daniels, the Addiction.
the addiction.
They come out looking like they're Oompa Loompas from the new.
At least
That's what
Daniels
I think.
does.
I don't know. Daniels has like those weird glasses, and it looks like he's going through an acid trip or something. But I mean, the man has been wrestling longer than I've been alive, so I can't really say anything ill about the man.
Maybe I know he pays homage to a lot of like comic stuff because he's a big
Oh,
comic fan.
absolutely.
So maybe he's a big fan of Willy Wonka and that's his purpose or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe
But
I'm just the only one with that opinion.
that yeah. But the match itself, I would say it's an average match. It
It was
wasn't
it was a solid match. It
it
was
wasn't anything stellar
Yeah,
like blow
there
me
wasn't like
away.
so many things that came out. Just some nice moonsaults. But when you
Yeah,
have
not a lot
Christopher
of his
Daniels and
moves.
Frankie Kazarian on the team, you're gonna see a lot of moonsaults.
Well, especially with Daniels. I mean, one of his moves is called the best moonsault ever.
Yes, yeah.
I do
Um,
like the chemistry between ACH and Matt Sydal though. I think they make a
they do a
really
very very good
really good
chemistry.
team. I think they could be one of those teams that maybe in the New Japan thing that's going to be coming up with them. Maybe we could see
You
them
might
take
see
on.
them, yeah.
Yeah, I think
I
that'd
mean,
be interesting.
they're both amazing mechanically as well.
Yeah,
They're
I would like honestly to see them ACH and Matt Sydal take on the Time Splitters,
It'd be
Kushida
pretty
and
cool.
Shelley. I think they'd put on a great match.
It'd be pretty cool. I learned that ACH loves doing mushroom stomps. There was a cool little spot
He did do
where
that
Matt
once.
Sydal was holding. I can't remember who he was. Was he holding Daniels?
Oh God, I don't
I was
remember.
holding one of them, and
I
then
think it might have been
ACH
Kazarian actually. I don't know.
mushroom stomp from the top, and then
Like the back of the
l-
head.
yeah, well, no, that was the first one, and then later
Oh,
on he mushroom stomped one of them on the back of the neck.
yeah. It was.
I was just
Oof.
like, man, like you really love doing that.
Yeah.
There's this funny little thing, ACH, some nice reversals, and then it looks like he's like dancing in the ring, and he gets all hyped up.
So I think the finish. It was. It looked like ACH and Seidel were about to win it. I
Yeah,
believe.
Saito was at the top, and
Seidel was
then
getting ready to do the shooting star press, and
someone from the KRD, the Knights of
Knights
the
Rising
Rising
Public.
Dawn,
Oh, Dawn. Yeah, my bad.
Dawn, yeah, came out and hit Seidel in
The
the
red
foot
mask
with a
guy.
chair. Yeah, the ones with the red masks.
Yeah.
He hit Matt Seidel in the foot with a chair, and the Addiction wins with their super cool finisher. I don't even know what it's called.
Oh
They're
yeah.
just like,
I don't even.
how do they do it? How do they do
It
it?
was like a backdrop into like a code breaker or something. It was
That's
interesting.
super cool.
It looks vicious, but it's awesome. I love tag team wrestling.
Yeah,
I really
it was
gained
a good
I,
match. The
I,
crowd was into it. The
I
crowd
really
was really
gained
into it.
a real appreciation of more of tag team wrestling. You remember I used to be just a singles kind of guy. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
but tag team wrestling is really like it's just been amazing to me.
ROH has something that you rarely see. The crowd is immediately into it after the first match,
Yeah,
or during
the
the
crowd
first
is
match.
there. They
ROH
buy
has just a
everybody
great
basically.
crowd.
They give everybody a chance. The only time an ROH crowd is usually going to turn on you is when you mess up, pretty
Yeah,
much,
yeah,
because they
yeah.
give you a chance. So after
What's your match rating for that?
the match rating, probably a three.
I'll
I'd
give
give
it.
it a three.
I give it a 3.5.
3.5. I'd give it a three. It was an average match, dude. I mean, yeah, it was good. I enjoyed watching it, but I wouldn't say, hey, if you want to watch a good tag team match, you should. I wouldn't say that to somebody,
Yeah. Well,
I
I based it off of like, for example, I was like, do I want to give it a 3 or do I want to give it a 3.5? And then I look back at the Lucha Underground match we reviewed with Big Rick and the crew, and I'm like, this match was better than that.
I think that match had a better story to it though as well.
Naturally.
So I mean, that's why it boosted up. I
Huh.
honestly think they're
If this
both
match
great.
has a story behind it, it'd probably be somewhere around a 4.
Yeah, if it had a little bit more of a tense rivalry or stuff and a little bit more of aggressiveness to it. I mean, they're still aggressive. Don't get it wrong. But that and the
It's a
little
good match.
KRD guy
Yeah,
interfering.
yeah.
I mean, that
I don't.
doesn't ruin the match for me,
No, but it was just like,
but
why interfere in
it
that
certainly
match?
does take away a great. I think they're interfering because it's tag team stuff because they interfered in both
I
matches. I don't want to
guess.
spoil anything.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
it
before.
doesn't ruin the match is what I was
No.
getting to, but it does bring it down a little because you always want a clean finish. I mean,
Yeah.
I think that's what everybody really wants in every match is at least a clean finish. And of course, when it's a dirty finish, it's not going to ruin it for you, but it is going to be like, oh, I mean,
I'm
uh,
like, eh.
who would have really won, Even though it's
Yeah.
whatever.
Before we segue into the next thing, ROH, you see, has these. If you've never watched it before, has these little commercials,
Oh
and
God,
oh man, there's this commercial about knee and back pain that Jay Lethal is in,
it's the best.
and then there's like another one with the Briscoe brothers, and
Yeah, but
what thing? It was like
I don't even
it was
remember.
like some sort of like
Prostate. It was
prostate.
something with
Yeah,
prostate.
it was
Beta prostate.
Veda prostate. Yeah,
Beta.
Beta prostate.
Beta.
Yeah, but it's so funny, and he does this little. Oh my god, I love it.
Kick out.
He goes. If you think me and back pain has you down for the count, then kick out. And he does this little arm thing.
I might find the commercial online and put it in the description so you can see
Yeah,
it.
it's so funny.
It's funny. It's a funny
And then at the
commercial.
end when at the end
Now,
he's saying the phone number. He does this little Hulk Hogan like Hulk up
Hulk
kind
Hogan
of.
pose.
Yeah, this little pose.
Yeah, this muscle little pose. It's
It's
hilarious.
great. It's great. I love it. It makes and the thing is, it makes Jay Lethal look legitimate. He's the television champion. So he's not
Longest
the
reigning
toppest
television
rung of
champion.
he's not the top rung of the ladder, but it makes him look like he's the absolute
The
like number
greatest
one in
first
ROH.
generation
He's
wrestler
the greatest
ever.
first generation wrestler ever, as of
Uh,
this moment.
yeah. Following
It's
that match and the
a
Jay
nice little
Lethal pro or commercial,
yeah.
the
Yeah, nice
ROH
little,
World Champion comes out, a man who, in my opinion, and Johnny I believe also shares his opinion, leaks charisma
This man,
and
Jay Briscoe.
persona and just the it fact. He just
This
has
this guy
something
Jay
special
Briscoe
to
is
him.
amazing.
You look at him and he just I buy him. I buy stock. That guy's got
I'll
something
buy. I'll
special
buy.
to him.
I'll buy.
I
I'll
think
take
it's
two.
actually your
I'll
favorite
take two.
wrestler, is he not?
Yes, he
Is
is.
your favorite wrestler?
And honestly, until that point, I've never really had a favorite wrestler, but he is my
Why
favorite.
don't so since he's your favorite wrestler, I'm gonna let you explain it then, since he's your
So
guy.
so he does his little promo of he's back. He won the pay per view. He won the Fatal 4-Way match. He's just like, oh, people calling him lucky because he got suplexed, I believe,
He
into
got
the
kicked
ring.
by
He got
Hansen,
kicked. He got kicked by Hansen,
and then I
and
think
then
Michael
he
Elgin took
fell.
Hansen down, and he fell on
Yeah,
top of
he
Tommaso
fell on
Ciampa.
top of Tommaso Ciampa and pinned him for a 3 count. He just fell on him. He was made it really look like he was gassed. But they were talking about how like people were saying he was lucky or he's vulnerable. He's just like, well, you can call me all these things, but still call me the champ. He hasn't been. He made out the interesting point that he hasn't been pinned in 2 years plus.
He's on a streak.
Yeah, and he ventured to call himself the baddest man in pro wrestling.
Yeah, he
Well,
didn't. He said he was a humble man too.
yeah.
He
He
wasn't
said
being cocky about it, but he
he's
says he
not.
pretty much feels like that.
Yeah, absolutely, and he has a point. Well, there's a certain wrestler that didn't take quite a liking to that, and his name is Samoa Joe.
Boom,
Samoa Joe, who
boom.
is back with ROH, comes out. He talks up the Briscoes, talks mostly Jay Briscoe, but definitely talking up, showing that these guys are what
How they
Ring of
stepped
Honor
up,
is all
basically.
about.
Yeah,
They
manned up.
stepped up.
He manned up.
He says, but the line from Samoa Joe, you call yourself the baddest man in pro wrestling, but you haven't whipped my ass yet.
Yeah, it
I,
was
I, I thought
ooh.
it was just like give me some chills. So it's
Yeah.
Supercard. Joe challenged Jay for the ROH World Championship, and mentioned last time I bled you, this time I break you.
Mhm.
But definitely lots of mutual respect between those two. And
It's gonna be a
the
great match.
crowds, Joe's gonna kill you. you know, crowds
Yeah, and
gonna.
I said this when we were watching this. I feel like this. I mean, we haven't been watching ROH for a long time, so we are a little. I don't want to say ignorant in a way, but kind of. Um, but in my way, because I haven't seen Jay Briscoe really affected like this. This is my first viewing of really him working against the crowd, because the crowd is so pro Joe that they're gonna be more for Joe than Briscoe. I feel. I might be wrong, but that's just my feeling right now. Could be wrong,
Maybe
but
it's interesting to see.
yeah, it's. Oh, that's gonna be a great match. I can't wait to see that.
So after that, there was a follow up promo, and really interesting. It's going to be about Jimmy Jacobs, but I have a
The
question.
Zombie
Now I've got a
Princess.
question. Me and Steve do not know this, so maybe somebody does. Why
Can we
is
find
Jimmy
anything?
Jacobs called the Zombie Princess?
Anybody,
We
please.
looked up. We looked up. We can't find anything. And I mean, it's funny. It's funny. The Zombie
It's
Princess.
interesting.
Yeah, but it's just like I don't understand why he's called the Zombie Princess.
Yeah,
Like
it's
like
an interesting name, man.
they say oh Jimmy Jacobs is in the ring, but I was kind of half expecting to be like, and there's the Zombie Princess.
It had it
And it's
over his
just
name
like
in
yeah,
quotations though.
yeah. I laugh my ass off every time I see it.
But
Well,
he cut a heartfelt promo. It
oh
felt
yeah,
like,
that promo came straight
even
from
though
the.
it did drag sometimes, but that's okay.
It wasn't that bad. I really enjoyed the promo. I
You
made a
felt it,
note.
you
I
know.
made a note that I thought it was a really good promo. I was like, what is he gonna really talk about? And he was really asking like, how is Samoa Joe just gonna come back and just because he's Samoa Joe, he's entitled to do a title shot?
Yeah, and he
And
pointed out how the last
he
time Samoa Joe wrestled somebody was Tyler Black.
yeah, the last time he wrestled in ROH was Tyler Black, who if you don't know is a Seth Rollins.
The current Mr. Money in the Bank.
Yeah, and he mentioned how he was holding the fort. He said, I held the fort down for you, Joe, so there was a fort to come back to."
hmm
And he said he was taking a title shot. And
He
yeah,
even called Joe out. He said so. He even mentioned like how for you to go to like like you because it worked out so well for you when you left or something.
hmm
Oh, that was like, oh wow.
that was really good. So
Shots fired. Reach for
he
the sky,
basically
boy.
just came out. He just basically came out and said, "All right, I'm taking a title shot." Nobody
Didn't
clearly,
demand. Didn't demand. He just took it.
Yep.
Skipped demands. He said, I'm taking it. I
So
want it.
we'll see if that truly holds some weight.
Um. Okay.
Yeah.
And then the main event,
Yeah. 2 matches. That's it.
2 matches. Main event. We had the Kingdom. I don't know why I always want to call him Legacy. The Kingdom, which is Michael Bennett, who I'm extremely envious of, and I think a lot of us are because he's
Oh
currently, I
man.
believe, married or engaged to Maria Canales, and whew,
Mm.
I think we all wish we were that man.
Oh man, you get a nice shot of Maria's ass now. You're getting
I
to
love
that
that
part where it's
cameraman.
just like you
I
you
don't want to
look and you
sound too
just go,
pervy, but I love that
yeah.
cameraman.
You're watching and then you see a shot like that, and
You can't.
almost every male will say, "Oof, that ass." Like
Bruh.
not gonna go on and talk about it for 30 minutes,
Yeah, but
but
like,
it's just
oof.
like, oh, all right, all right. Let me see
But
what you're twerking with.
yeah. Anyway, Michael Bennett teamed up with Matt Taven. They formed the Kingdom or Thy Kingdom. I'm not sure which way they go
Thy,
more.
it's the kingdom, and then the
Okay.
beginning of the song goes, "Thy kingdom come."
Okay. And they battled Bullet Club members. We had a little bit of the Bullet Club in this episode. Young Bucks, who I think everyone shares this opinion, probably is the best tag team today.
They've made the super kick important again.
I don't think it was ever not important, but
But they've made it, the
they
super
took
kick
it. They made it their own. It
is
used to be
so
only
great.
known for Shawn Michaels. I would say
Yeah,
now it's
and
also
now
known for Young
the
Bucks.
cameraman sells the super kick.
The
The
cameraman sells the
cameraman,
super kick.
it's so great when they're walking down. One of them, I can't remember which one does it. I don't know, both of them maybe do it,
I think it's
but
Matt because Matt
yeah,
has a little bit
they
more of a
do.
personality than Nick.
They do a little super kick, and the camera guy, moves the camera up like he's taking a super kick. It's
Hmm.
fucking great.
It's a
Really
great
good.
segment. Yeah, but yeah. So Young Bucks take on the Kingdom, and I think they mentioned this after the match was over, but I think this was for like a number one contendership.
Yeah, yeah. It was a
Yeah, I
two.
don't think it was mentioned
The
before.
winners would face Red Dragon.
Red Dragon for the ROH Tag Team Championships. And before we even get into the match a little bit, I want to mention that the Young Bucks are actually champions as well. They currently represent New Japan. They're the IWGP Tag Team Champions. So they're
Well
not without
deserved.
gold themselves. So
Well
and they
deserved.
beat Red Dragon for those titles, ironically.
Yeah, I thought that was funny.
I think they had a huge feud that I missed out on, unfortunately. Um,
I
the
don't
match,
remember too much of this match, primarily because it was just so good and I was so enraptured in it and so much happened.
I think in the beginning, it was a little slow in the beginning.
Yeah,
It
a
was a
little
little
slow,
slow in
but
the beginning.
the
Young
Young
Bucks
Bucks
got off a
were
lot
really,
of their quick moves that we saw in the
yeah,
beginning, and then
and they showed why they're so good.
it
And they
slowed
play to
down.
their crowd so well. It's
They do.
crazy.
They do.
What I think there was like maybe an early super kick. I can't even remember, and one of them's just too sweet in the
I
crowd.
I I I
Like,
mi- I, I don't know. There's so many super kicks in their
yeah,
matches that
there's so many.
I don't
Like,
know.
like super kick parties, man.
That's what
You're
they
all
practice.
invited.
That's what they're known for, man.
Hmm.
But it dragged a little bit after that like they had that quick
Yeah.
exchange, but it wasn't for long because they quickly stepped it back up. And I even told you before this match started that this, in my opinion, what was the Kingdom's real test in my eyes. Because as I said prior, I don't know much about
You're not
the
sold on
Kingdom.
the kingdom per
Well,
se.
not even that. I don't know what they were before I started watching ROH.
Hmm.
They could have been something great, like Michael Elgin, for instance. Me and you, we don't think he's that
Yeah,
good because what we
we don't
currently
think he's
see.
that great
But
personally. We started
that,
watching more recently, but
but back in the
apparently
day,
Michael
he was
Elgin was the
fantastic.
guy. He
So
was the guy.
that's my point. So I could be wrong about, but in my eyes, I'm not really sold on the Kingdom, and I felt like this is their chance to finally, make me look at him and go, okay, you guys are a legit tag team. Because even the commentators mentioned that maybe they're going to be eyeing the IWGP. I don't know if they said junior heavyweight because I'm not sure if they're classified as juniors or the IWGP heavyweight. No, they did say heavyweight because they mentioned Carl Anderson and he's a
Yeah.
heavyweight. So that was my take. If they're going to be in Japan, which in my opinion is the highest, I think if you're a wrestler, that's the highest. If you want to be a popular wrestler, you go to WWE. If you want to be known as a great wrestler, you go to Japan. That's my opinion.
Hmm.
And that's not to say because WWE still has great stuff, but I don't want to get in that.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm getting off topic. I just view this as their opportunity
It
to
was
show
their
me
test,
that
and
they can hang with a team like
they,
the Young Bucks or
they
the
really, in
and
my opinion, they stepped up
they
and they
stepped up.
proved it. They were like, it was so awesome to see the Kingdom just taunting the Young Bucks. Goes over to one of them in the corner. I can't even remember which one anymore. Because it's just for me, it's their hair color. And
Yeah,
goes up to him, and goes, "Too sweet me,
same with me.
bro." And then it's just like,
Oh, when they were in the camera and they did the too sweet and then they threw it. He like kind of joked around and threw up his symbol. So
yeah. But there
going
was
through
one
the
where he went
match
to get
though.
too sweet him, and then he didn't. So then he gave him the suck it.
Oh,
It was
so
just, I thought that was great.
getting towards the end of the match, because the match is just great. I highly recommend you watch it, just to
Mm,
see that match. It's kind of funny because we said the same thing about Lucha, that the main event is what really made it, but that's how it should be usually.
mm. Nice
Uh,
little thing I saw. I still remember. Sorry to keep
what's
cutting you
that?
off.
No
A
problem.
nice little twist of fate into the Swanton Bomb.
Like I said, I don't know much about the Kingdom, but I
It
think I've
was
caught up on
great.
some things. I'm not sure, I'm 100%, but I'm pretty sure Matt Hardy either created the Kingdom or has some sort of relations with the Kingdom. I'm not sure though on that though, so
This is just all guesswork. No,
it
no
is
Wikipedia
complete
here.
guesswork. No Wikipedia, no Google, no research. Me just going off of what I've kind of,
It was,
figured out while
yeah.
watching ROH.
There was a nice little, a
Yeah,
nice little exchange.
Twist of
Um,
Fate, Swanton
uh,
Bomb. That was the segment, right?
yeah, yeah, but there was a nice little exchange later on in the match. I'll put it this way: super kicks, super kick,
Oh
dodge,
God,
super kick, spear, super kick, goes to do the Indie Taker, reverses the Indie Taker,
this is
super
like the
kicks
end.
as they're going for the Undertaker and as the Indie Taker, and then they hit the Indie Taker, and it's just like,
And then they hit the Indie
damn.
Taker, right? And then as they're about to win,
Somebody from the KRD pulls out
again,
referee
like I
Todd
said,
Sinclair.
both matches they
Mind you,
interfered in.
yeah, mind you, Todd Sinclair is probably the best referee in ROH. He is so entertaining
I wonder if
just
he
for
is
being a
like
ref.
related
One,
because
two.
Sinclair Broadcasting is what I think
Yeah,
either
yeah,
owns or runs ROH. I wonder if he's like related.
something like that. I don't know,
Think
man,
like
but
that. I
he
don't know.
he does his job well.
Yeah, he's a good guy. And so the Knights guys do that thing, which um,
The nice little
distracts the Young
interference.
Bucks,
Then
leads to Michael
Bennett,
Bennett kicking. I think or isn't Nick Buck, not Jackson? Who's
Nick
Nick
Buck,
Jackson? I don't even know Nick
that's their
Jackson.
name. That's what they're called.
Is it? I thought it was
Yeah.
Buck.
No, 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 no. It's
Oh no, you are right. I
yeah,
was right. I don't know why I was thinking it was Buck for a second. It's Nick and Matt Jackson.
yeah.
He
It's
he
Nick and
super
Matt
kicks
Jackson,
Nick
the Young
Jackson in the
Bucks,
back of the head. I'm dumb.
and then a low blow to
And
Matt.
maybe it was the other way around actually, because
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
Nick Jackson got the low blow.
Yeah. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I only know them by hair color, and one of them has like a little bit lighter hair. I haven't been watching them enough.
I'm pretty sure one is
So
blonde and the other is black hair actually.
yeah, but it's not as blonde as you would
Oh
think it
yeah,
is.
I know what
It's
you
not
mean.
like Tyler Breeze blonde hair.
And then the Kingdom. Uh,
Oh, a nice little
they,
spike pile driver.
I don't think that was their finish, man. They have a different finisher.
They hit the they hit the spike pile driver for the win.
Did they?
Yep.
I thought they did something else.
Nope.
I thought they had their own certain finisher, but I do remember them stealing the Indie Taker though. No, they
Yeah.
did it because as they were gonna do it, that's when Nick Jackson super
Yeah,
kicked
yeah,
him.
yeah. But then
Did they do it for the
then
win?
no, because here's the thing: Nick Jackson super kicked him. Then the Young Bucks hit the Indie Taker. Then the KRD interfered. Then
Huh.
that's when the kick to the back of the head and the low blow came
I didn't
from
think they did
Bennett.
their thing, man. I thought they did something else, but whatever.
Nope. I
Either
was
way,
watching. I got a little notepad here.
I don't even think it really matters that much what the finishing move is. The fact is, the finish was Knights of the Round Table or whatever their names
Knights of the
was.
Round Table.
I don't remember
The
their
Knights
names,
of
dude.
the Rising Dawn.
Rising Dawn
The Knights of the Round
interfered in
Table.
both matches,
This isn't King Arthur.
and I'm assuming it has something to do with the tag team something because it's both the tag
Yeah.
teams, and I think we're highlighting the tag team titles too. So I'm not sure if like the next ROH pay-per-view is going to be kind of like a tag team kind of pay-per-view thing.
I don't know. It
It
should be
seems like
pretty
that's what
interesting.
they're highlighting, but it's like I don't even remember what they called it. Either way, great episode of ROH this week.
What's your rating of that match?
The rating of the final match, I keep forgetting your ratings. I would give it
I gave that shit a 4.5 out of 5.
a
This shit was
4.5
a
is what you gave it.
really good match.
You gave it a 4.5.
Yeah, actually, that was a
I feel
really good
wrong giving it a
match.
4.5, but I don't want to give it a
It
4.
feels like it's too high.
Yeah, and
It
I
feels
don't
like
want to
it's
give it a
too
4
high.
though, because
But
4
like
feels
a
low. So I'm
four
gonna give it
feels
like a
too low. 4.25.
4.25 sounds.
I can actually I can agree with that. I'm gonna change mine to a 4.25.
I think that's what I'm giving it. Yeah,
Mhm.
because that
And
seems
then
right to me.
and then at the end of the show, they also announced that Jay Briscoe will take on Jimmy Jacobs for the
Okay,
ROH.
I felt like there was. I
Yeah,
wasn't sure
the
if you wanted me to wait
ROH.
off on that,
No,
because
no, no, no,
when
no.
you
That's
said
gonna
it, I
be.
was like, does he
I said
know?
it earlier. Yeah.
I was like,
So
does he know it was confirmed? But
yes,
I was
yes,
like,
it's
maybe he's
confirmed.
gonna wait till the end of the video.
Illuminati confirmed Jay
That
Briscoe versus the Zombie Princess Jimmy Jacobs for the ROH title in the next
next show.
edition,
That's. I'm
which
excited
will
for that
be
match because I mean we haven't really.
which will be probably when you see this video. It'll
Yeah,
probably be that day.
we haven't even really
Saturday
got
night. March
me
21st.
and you haven't really gotten to see what Jimmy Jacobs can do yet,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm
I mean, I
excited
don't
to
know.
see
Like,
that match, to be honest.
I don't think a zombie princess can fare so well in the ring, but he might prove me wrong, or she might prove me wrong. I don't know what he want even how to
So,
classify this.
bef-
Is it a male? Is it a female? Is it a zombie?
he, I'm pretty sure Jimmy Jacobs is either or.
Jimmy Jacobs is a male.
Yeah. So before we end this episode off, and we're on the topic of Jimmy Jacobs real quick, I spoke about this with Chris on the Raw review real quick. Jimmy Jacobs was hired by the WWE as some sort of creative thing, not as a wrestler. What is your opinion on that?
I really hope they can give him some TV time, even though he would just be on the side of creative.
He was a
I mean,
roadie.
maybe they can use him for something else TV wise, but it's just like I feel like it'd be complete,
A
like not
waste,
a
right?
complete waste, but what?
It would feel like a waste, wouldn't it?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like he's a good talent. Um, but
Maybe use
I
him
mean,
as a
I'm good. I'm
manager.
glad. Yeah, I'm very glad that he's going to be part of creative. I just, would like to see him maybe occasionally. He doesn't have to wrestle in matches, but maybe like a little cameo appearance here or there. Some backstage stuff you might see him.
I'll be honest, I just thought of this right now. I'd like to see him team up with Solomon Crow.
That would be pretty nice.
I think that'd be an
I
interesting
don't. I
match.
don't think so. I mean, like. I don't think they'd use him that way. It's a shame because it's just like,
Yeah, I
does this
know,
mean
but
that's like
still.
the end of his career? Like
Yeah, I
he's done
know.
with the in-ring career?
Or is he still allowed to wrestle outside of WWE since he's not a
Which would
wrestler
be
there?
really
So
weird
which would
because
mean he would still. I know.
WWE's really weird about them.
I don't know, man. It's an interesting topic, and I'm interested to hear how it goes. Either way, great episode of ROH, as I've said many times, probably. If you I highly recommend you go and watch the video and let us know how you felt about the show, basically.
Mhm.
And I'm sure anyone watching this video is in ROH, or hopefully I mean,
Um,
most of you are, because I'm hoping that a lot of you already know about ROH, because I'm relying on you actually right now, because I want to get more into ROH. So
Hello?
I was hoping you were going to continue going. My garage opened behind me.
Okay.
That
Sorry
happens.
about that. I was just like, but
Either way, I'm hoping
to
for
put wait,
you.
real quick, just to go back on Jimmy Jacobs to put things in perspective, um, Jimmy Jacobs is only 31.
He's only
You
31.
know, yeah, he's only
He's got
31,
his
so
whole
it's not like
career ahead of
he's
him.
yeah. And it's really funny. He's made two WWE appearances or three actually. In May 2005, he won a match against Eddie Guerrero via DQ.
You beat Eddie Guerrero?
Yeah, via DQ on SmackDown. And then on the December 15th, 2014 episode of Raw, not very long ago, he was a member of the Exotic Express.
Yeah, I said that a little bit ago.
Yeah, yeah, and the same week on SmackDown he was too. And then I found like another one of his nicknames, the Zombie Princess and the Emo Warrior.
The emo warrior.
I like that one a lot more than the Zombie Princess, to be
This
completely
dude
honest with you.
is
But I don't
something
hate the
special.
Zombie Princess. I think it's just, it's very interesting.
Don't close your mouth.
It makes me like, it makes me like Jimmy Jacobs a whole lot, to be completely honest with you.
Ugh, just go away. I'm sorry about this. Jesus, it always happens, man.
Oh man, this always
I
happens.
have the worst luck with my family. Like they just perfect. They know exact. Whatever. I'm gonna ignore them now.
Yes,
Either
but
way, I'm trying
it's
to end the video
luckily,
off. It has to
yeah,
happen right at the end of the
luckily
video.
we're ending.
But
Luckily we're ending the video.
I'm hoping. I'm relying on you guys because tell me, where I can find some good ROH, because I've looked up like the best ROH matches, and I've seen, I haven't been able to find any of the matches, for free at least. I mean, I know a lot of you might give me shit, you have to pay for them, but money doesn't grow on trees, unfortunately, and I have a lot more things I have to contribute, but I want to get more into the product. So I'm relying on you.
Same here.
Let me know if, I mean, I know I could probably find some of it on YouTube, of course, but I want to know like the best kind of matches, like the ones that are blow me away. So I think this I'm just gonna wrap it up after that whole spiel of the interruption. Let me know what you guys thought about this week's edition of ROH. No spoilers for next week either, please. I know this is like a little bit late. I don't want any spoilers. I like to be a little surprised, so don't spoil the next week's edition for me, please.
Hmm.
Um, Other than that, like I said, let me know what you thought about the show below. Let me know what you think about any of the wrestlers in ROH. Any topic about ROH, let me know below, because I'm down to talk about some Ring of Honor. I'm sure Johnny would like to talk about some too. I know he spies on the comment section.
Yep,
Other th-
I enjoy doing that.
Other than that, my name's Stephen Pym, otherwise known as the future of professional wrestling, and I've been recording this with John Olympian, the Greek god of professional wrestling, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Have a great night.